One of the key factors that shaped the Salem Witch Trials was warfare, both in America and back in England. How did wars influence the fear of the devil, fueling the witch hunt?
These conflicts are the theme of today's lesson. Welcome to Salem Witch Trials Daily. I'm Sarah Jack.
I'm Josh Hutchinson. A vacuum created by lack of central leadership during the English Civil War enabled Matthew Hopkins to conduct witch trials in East Anglia. Hopkins, historically known as the Witchfinder General, a title he gave himself, operated primarily in eastern England during the English Civil War from 1645 to 1647.
Along with his associate John Stern, Hopkins led a massive series of trials across 7 counties that resulted in between 200 and 300 suspects being accused and possibly as many as 200 executions.
This period serves as a direct historical mirror to the Salem witch trials, as both events were fueled by a breakdown in central government and legal authority. Just as the Civil War disrupted English courts, Salem operated in a legal limbo following the revocation of the Massachusetts Charter.
Both societies were gripped by siege mentality caused by warfare and economic devastation. Whether from the Royalist forces and the collapse of the herring trade in Great Yarmouth, or the threat of Native American wars and economic crisis in New England. In these destabilized environments, communities turned on themselves, viewing neighbors as the enemy within, allied with the devil, though in both instances the fervor eventually waned as the human and financial costs became too high to sustain. For more interesting conversations on this topic, check out our podcast, The Thing About Witch Hunts, where we discuss East Anglia with author Marion Gibson and Danny Buck.
King Philip's War was a conflict fought in New England between 1675 and 1678, pitting the English settlers against Native Americans.
According to Professor Emerson Baker, King Philip's War ended the dream of collaboration between English settlers and Native Americans. During this war, some 1,000 colonists died. However, the Native Americans were utterly decimated, losing an estimated 3,000 lives.
In economic terms, this was New England's costliest colonial war. Many towns had been completely destroyed, so the Massachusetts economy did not fully recover to pre-war levels until the 19th century.
In 1692, another war was being waged in New England. Started in 1688, King William's War was the North American front of a major European conflict called the 9 Years' War.
In New England and New France, the Wabanaki Confederacy sided with the French versus the English. This combined force was large and powerful, so it made for a difficult fight for Massachusetts.
In this war, most of northern New England's frontier settlements were destroyed, driving refugees south to Massachusetts. As the northernmost county in Massachusetts, the bulk of the refugee load was borne by Essex County, where Salem was, contributing to social tensions.
Several of the afflicted people of the witch trials were refugees and had seen grisly violence, sometimes watching their own parents or other kin be killed before their very eyes.
People's connections to the colonial wars sometimes led to accusations during the Salem witch trials. Individuals like Captain John Alden were targeted because of rumors that betrayed Massachusetts.
Tomorrow we look at another one of the key factors that influenced the Salem witch trials, the economy. We'll look at how these wars impacted that economy, causing it to decline drastically in the years leading up to the Salem witch trials.